let these problems of the world get to me. But it's hard, I swear. This stress right here ain't going nowhere. I pray the Lord that I see clear. I'm sipping on this Everclear, just wondering, do we even hear my cries down here? I'll be calling for you. Gotta keep my head up. All I can do is keep pushing forward. I'm gone in my reality, my own reality. People so fake and smiling in your face. It'd be hard to find the real from the fake. That's why you gotta keep your faith. He said he will never forsake. I keep my pivot, my place. My name will never be erased. For real. Sitting here, I got these thoughts going through my mind. Why do they wanna hate on me? I'm just trying to shine. I'm gonna steady smoke this pine. I'm lit, I'm gone. You know I'm in my zone. I'm lit, I'm gone. I be going through these motions, but I keep my head high. They don't wanna see you make it. I'm gonna stay up on my grind. I'm gonna steady smoke this killer, man. It's clouding up my mind. I am from the freaking city. It is called the 989. You gotta keep pushing. You can't stop for nobody. They want you to be like everybody. I ain't changing for nobody. Gotta keep your tunnel vision. Gotta stay up on your mission. Constantly, I'm counting digits. Watch your back. They try to get it, I'm gone in my reality. I'm gone in my reality. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Yeah. I try to stay lit, numb myself to all the feelings. It's your boy, I'm in the building. I see your girl catching them feelings, but that don't mean nothing. Feelings come a dime a dozen. I'm just trying to hold on to something. Love back, I'm getting nothing. Yeah. I'm gone in my reality. I'm gone in my reality. I'm gone, baby. I'm gone. I'm gone.
My mind is weighted, losing control, losing my mind, don't let me go. Know that my kids are the only thing holding me down in this world, is set of this rope. Yeah, I'd be gone if it wasn't for them. Peace to my babies and all of my kin. All of my people still stomping the gym. When you see me throw a hand to your brim, throw up a fist and say, look, it's him. Show me there's still some humanity in this crazy world as it's spinning its twirls. Show me a future for my little girls. Don't hate my baby because he is black instead of being a human in this world. The time is ticking, no referrals. The planet's dying, truth is unfurled, and shit make me girl. When you think about it, cause the people doubting what is true. If you believe in the Son and the God, I'm here to tell you the truth is you. Don't get confused, stick to the facts. Don't trust them people is whack. Think what you say, stick to the script. Be true to self and don't ever reject. Then these are the facts. The ways of this reality. Stay woke, 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 stay woke.
I'm gone, baby, I'm gone. I'm gone, baby, I'm gone. I'm gone, yeah. I'm gone, baby, I'm gone. I'm gone, baby, I'm gone. Yeah.
PD bands on the beat, bitch.
Let's go.
Next, 0 minutes 11 seconds. Play video button.
Hey, hey, let's go. Hi, hi. Do you know what time it is? Hey, hey, yo, ha ha ha. Let's go. It's your bro. Come on, we going live. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, yeah. It's online. 7 p.m. Eastern, yeah. Grab yourself some popcorn, babe. We online. Excuse me. Hey. We online. Oh yeah, we going live. Tap in. Hey, man, what is going on with y'all? Hold up. Had a little bit of interference going on. Tech issues. I fucking lost the damn remote. We just free falling right now. I'm losing my mind right now. I'm just gonna put this thing down somewhere I normally don't. Okay. Sorry. I got a little hyper there. My bad, folks. I was setting up the show and I didn't realize it started to repeat the whole damn thing. But it's okay. We doing Monday. We getting this bad boy going on. We getting this thing going on. We talking to you guys about some things. I mean, listen, we got a lot of shit
to get in tune
Dialogue.
with, man. It's
Start.
just been some things
StreamYard.
going on around this
Web view.
world today. I feel
Guest.
like a lot of us
Button.
really
More.
need
Button.
to pay more attention
Double
to,
tap to
but some
activate.
of us have taken time to, you know, kind of evade because, not thinking about the real bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? So, what's up, Toph? Yeah, man, I'm looking into having a good motivated day today, man. I apologize for coming at you guys on a little bit of one of those subtle sections, softly just coming in and giving everybody a little bit of a reminder. Yeah, we're back on. We're lively tuning in. Oh yeah. So yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt. I know that's a process, but yeah, man, like that's really what you know what I mean. I was getting into right now. Do me a favor, bro. Send me your rap chat link, man, and for your profile, so I can catch you and I'll follow you and send you that notification for the song. Cause I could not find you by typing in the things that I thought were relatively easy to look like type in as keywords for your name. And you know how rap chat is about being very specific about shit. So sorry about that, but it's just a little mild formality. We'll get it regulated as soon as we can. But for the most part, yeah, we just it's Monday, man. Like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, bud. This week is crunch time week, because it's coming into the middle of the month. We're literally about to start seeing people start showing up and doing shit that they normally don't do because it's tight money, because the money get tight around the middle of the month. You know what I'm saying? You start looking at fucking people that you normally wouldn't see coming to say, "Hey, how you doing today? Maybe you can help your grandma or your grandpa out." You know, not even just saying it was them because I'm just like using that as an analogy. But at the same time, you know what it is, man. People coming to you all the time. They like to come at you and ask you for shit. You know what I mean? So my whole thing is, we like to get into yeah, no doubt. Mr. J Guns on Rap Chat, or you can go click the link in my bio, definitely, because that's the best way. Go to click the link in my bio, hit the Rap Chat profile, um, link on there on that link tree link, and that usually see you right there. Um, but yeah, man, like that ass, man, listen, like it's so many ways that I want to get into some things, but I want to talk about really like right now. Um, What's motivating you this week? My topic of the day. That's the conversation on the floor for the morning, for the night. We got an hour with you, man. Come talk to me, man. It's just really us kicking it with you, trying to see how you feel about conversating on our show, being a part of what we do here. We love to join in with you about everything that's going on. What's up, Joe? Joe, I see you tuning in today. Man, I'm telling you, man, like, oh, while I got you guys in here, I do want to leave you a little bit of a reminder before people start sliding out of here. Because after I start talking this shit, most people do try to tend to slide the fuck out later, like as soon as they get in. But go check out later on tonight. I'm going to be chilling with Air It Out Radio. I'll leave you a message on them later about how to get connected. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tag them in the post for this live stream on IG so you guys know where to go. Um, y'all gonna have to look out for my Mr. J Guns official page because that's where I'm gonna pull up at. Um, it's imperative that we utilize the user page that represents the artist, I guess. So I'm doing that for identification purposes. Y'all know what it is. Just making sure people recognize the real, see the trill, and know the Gill skills, know the will ill skills. Um, DIP, if you ever tapping in here, if you come in here later, JoJo, I'm pretty sure you'll pass the message, but I'll let them know either too. Tonight, Air It Out Radio will be broadcasting and a submission. How they do it, they usually play like a minute and a half of your song, and there's a poll. You guys, we need all of you supporting the Peasy Show or Mr. J Guns to show up to Air It Out Radio and show your support for Mr. J Guns' song and DIP's song. Because, I mean, Mr. J Gun, DIP, and Kendra Lady put that fucking shit down, man, no matter what anybody say. That's one of the dopest songs to date. that's been put in fluctuation and will be um, probably one of the hardest songs we've come out with to me, man. Like, and I still I mean even before the mastering and mixing that came behind that project, I was in love with that shit. I thought that was the dopest song we had ever done together. Um, really impactful, keeps me dancing every day. I made it my ringtone for a fucking year and a half almost. I was just rocking the hell out of it. I love it. So I feel like you guys will love it too when you get a chance to grab onto it and ride that thing out like we riding that thing out every day. So that's that. But definitely, man, once that shit come out, it's gonna be dope. Speaking of coming outs though, I do want to let y'all know also the pre-orders for Sunset in the Summer is out now on Apple, iTunes. So y'all go tune in with that. If you're an Apple iTunes user, you go crack open the new Sunset in the Summer pre-orders because they will be ready. The album list will come out on the 19th, and hopefully before the debut of the album, we will have the completed upload because I do want to edit some things before we finalize and leave it to the launch because that's why we're doing everything the way we're doing it right now. It's pretty easy for optimum uploads, optimal situation that doesn't really take that long to get those clearances done. So just wanted to make sure that that particular was the main part that was taken care of. The song had to be properly uploaded first and make sure that they were the right songs, the right copies that I was uploading. So between that and then everything else, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit of time consumption type of thing. Another day, brother, another day. Bet. I'm gonna go tap in and check you back. I was thinking that. I was definitely thinking that. I may have to holler at you or DIP speaking of that to kind of get one of you guys to help me with that because that's gonna be a task. Um, getting those vocals laid out on the track and then the track stretched and shit. So that would be really, really dope. I want to see something like that come out probably later on. I'll have to talk with me and have a talk with my man and see if he's up for it or if he feels like that'll be something he can do. Definitely, man. Because like I said, bro, like I'm game all day game, and I just realized that what we're experiencing with BandLab and how it processes your stems now. It's a little different, but thanks to the fact that I actually have something a way of doing of getting around it a little bit, but it kind of still leaves you open to some BS when it comes to like transferring files. So like say for instance, um, you want to get your tracks, you want to get your tracks, but you want them in wave format and not MP3 or M4A, which is what BandLab usually produces your format files in, which is so strange to me. I don't really understand that. I get why, in a sense, because a lot of smartphones, I guess, are adapting to the M4A format. But as far as how people process the music when it comes to sending out mixing and mastering to other producers or prominent engineers that could take the sound higher to that mastering state, you have to have wave files. And I don't know if many people have done file transfers like that, but those ain't no small ass files. They usually come anywhere higher than a lot more higher than 25 megabytes. Um, you know what I mean? Like a stem. That's 25, probably about 25 megs of stem. That's, at the lowest level. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe you get like a 10 or a 12, but they are very big in size compared to me just sending, I just literally sent, I just sent track stems, eight track stems MP3 in the MP3 format. Eight on Gmail because it only amounted to 12 megabytes. That's crazy, right? But if you convert those tracked out stems or those tracked out stems to a wave format, you'll realize that you have almost quadrupled your size. Like it's almost as it's more than four times the size. Like more than four times the size. It's like and here we go again. Never fails, guys. We always end up dropping Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Sorry, guys. I swear. I really don't mean to do this, but I start playing with the damn chords because some things happen, and this is how it turns out. I'm so sorry, guys. This is not what I intend on you guys having to go through, but this often always the gets to be the situation. I'm sorry. It just it happens. I really hate when it does, but it tends to do that. And it's like now it's starting to be more rebellious to the fact that I have no sensational perception of what and how long, how far and how much I can pull on something that I'm holding on to, or that gets wrapped up under my, hand without me knowing it. Bet. I got you. I got you. Just in the one stem. Yeah. Like one thing I realized, like it was crazy because I was doing, I'm doing a project for a client that hired me to do a song for, and when I was reading the email she sent me, I was actually I was formatting the tracks because I was like, damn, okay, I know how if she's talking to somebody who's doing things on a professional level, she wants to get the song mixed down, mastered correctly in the studio. I'm like, all right, cool. You got somebody that's gonna do that? All right, say less. For what I just charged you for the song, it's nothing. Here I'll give you the tracked out stems too. You know, and the only difference that I have that's the issue, which is why I said that, is mainly because of the simple fact that when you're primarily processing these things, you're supposed to be able to to send it via send it in a certain way. You know what I mean? That way, the files are able to travel without any hitch. You can get them all, and usually the best way to do it is like a zip file folder. But personally, I don't use a lot of those like large cloud storages, except for like a Dropbox maybe, because Dropbox is more of your common spaces to travel and transport large files like that without having to argue how you're getting them. Even though some people don't really realize that it really much is a useful tool. You don't have to have a whole lot of space to do anything with that. But just the fact that you have a couple gigs of space, that's perfect if you don't use it all on anything else, then all you're doing is transferring files. So that's perfect space. That's just enough space for you to do what you need to do. Um, and honestly, that's really what I was trying to do, because what I thought about is the size that I require right now in order to upload these files in a way that I can send them to her. Actually, after I compressed them to a zip file, they actually came out to about 68 megabytes after compressing it, which broke it down to about half the percentage of what it really was, because it was like over 120. It was over 120 megabytes. All right, buddy. The weenie in the booth. That's dope. I love that. And thank you. Yeah, I mean, like, we're here. Oh my God! What did you just do? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, oh, you realize where I was at now, huh? Damn. Sorry, guys. It's just some really strange things with technology that's been going on around me lately, and I am not adapting well. I will say this with a very comforting spell of dismay. Because, man, if this shit don't be getting on my nerves some days. I have my days where I be trying so hard to just stay at peace with, what's going on and maybe, um, find a more resourceful resource to kind of like airing out these differences and stuff. But seems like sometimes they just be wanting me to fucking curse out people. Yeah, man. I'm trying to get some things going. I'm gonna have some posts put up on Rap Chat soon. I'm gonna try to get some stuff together with that. May take me a little bit of time. I'm just fucking around right now. I'm taking my being patient. Rap Chat was on some bullshit last night over the weekend anyway. Mhm. Mhm. Uh-huh. What you thinking? That's some of that thinking. That's what you thinking. That's some of that thinking. But yeah, man, don't forget we also got artist interviews going on all year long. But if you really want to get one in this week, let me know. We got Tuesdays, Thursdays open. Hit me up tonight. We'll set up an interview ad for your show for your interview tomorrow as immediately. That but I mean we'd have to be in constant conversation about this because there's other things included. Hit me for details. I'll tell you about it all. But all of you guys that are interested in jumping in, being a part of what we do here, we got things going on like that. We're trying to build new parameters to build in for the show that give you guys that central area where you just feel like this is a place where you guys can lounge, do your thing. Artists come through, chill, meet with you, you meet with them, y'all get to talk it up, meet and learn things about each other. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of what I'm growing. That's what we're growing through. We're growing through this. Oh yeah, man, most definitely, bro. There ain't nothing to it but to do it. My biggest thing is like, okay, they export files, and that's probably the easiest thing. Export files. Oh yeah, just important files and stuff. That's one of the bigger things. Exporting files, I should say. And one of the biggest reasons why I realized that that's something I've noticed. Okay, now one of the biggest things I realized with BandLab, right? It's crazy because I've said this more than once too, and I kind of put this into the thing that I was talking about on Friday, I believe. Friday, I went in again on Ben Lab because I'm just getting to a point where I'm really, really tired of how their process is going with these updates. I'm expecting you guys to really get on your ball here, man, because this is getting a little out of hand. And none of people in my condition, position, or any of that should have these kinds of complications on a software platform like this that is actually providing a bigger spectrum. And you're only and you're kind of shaving the vision impaired community, the vision enabled community, to have to subjugate themselves to a smaller spectrum of that usage of your platform. And I'm really realized that your platform allows us to have such a wider spectrum of our music creativity. And it's like you're taking this and making this not it's not as easy to work on. It's just not. And in an effort to try to work out all the kinks of how a screen reader uses the app, it makes it more difficult to navigate too. Because man, it probably took me about 20 to 30 minutes to get all of those stems downloaded. And what was crazy about it is, as I was pulling them, the option to export individual stems like that only gave me, um, it was like, oh, well, you could Google One or OneDrive it or Samsung Note it or some weird shit. Like, why would you send it to like these outlets when if you don't have those, then what good are they, right? But luckily myself, I did. And then even in that sense, with them not sending that, that was the weird part about it. They didn't send it in that format. You still, um, I mean, I guess they gave it to you either way because you know, what I realized later was that these stems were individually stored into the internal download folder of your wherever your device you were using. But it's quite strange to me. I'm sorry. I feel like this is something I must enlighten people to, but I feel like it's quite strange if the option to use one of your cloud storages as a place to store or save your tracked out stems, which is a smart way to do it because then it allows you an easier way to transport them as well. And file sharing in Google is pretty easy as long as you sending it, only share it to the email address and stuff like that that you give it to. You know what I mean? You can share links like the same way you would if you were sharing it in a link of from Dropbox. So you see, the Dropbox share links actually give you the link with the ability to download. You know what I mean? Sound and lights, what's good with you? But yeah, the question of the day is really what's motivating you this week. Because me, I've been motivated weekly. That's why I've been exhausted, and I missed you guys on Wednesday last week, so we didn't have a song of the week. I do apologize once again for that, but this week we're going to be on that shit. Okay? So we ain't got to worry about it. I just need you guys to do me a favor and keep me in tune. Stay up with your boy. Check us out. We here Monday through Saturdays every night at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you don't see me, get at me, man. Let me know what's going on. Let me know you are concerned. You want to see the show, all of that good stuff. If you're an artist out there, small business, anything that's out here trying to get your message, get your niche out there, let everybody know who you are, come tap in with me. I got you. I'm trying to see where your head at, where your business goals are. We're gonna set you up to get your in front of your stuff in front of our stuff. You feel me? That's how we do it. We just support those that support and show love to the show, and also those that are very much conscious of what we do here in the show as well. That's what it is. That's what it's all about. keeping in focus with these people and staying in tune with these entities and individuals that are very much enlightened in our process as well, man. You know what it is, man. Appreciate y'all for being a part of this, man. This movement is crucial to me because I appreciate all of you guys for being here to hear what I'm saying, man. There's so many of y'all that I know, and y'all appreciate everything that I'm doing musically. I don't know about what it is with the show. So I would love to know all your feedback on all of this. That's why I encourage you guys to hit me up. I encourage you guys to get in touch with me on the Discord server, especially now since I just got back in touch with the Discord server. I'm about to start setting up the events calendar for the week again, so that you guys have the weekly schedule in the Discord server, so you know what's going on day in, day out. I usually don't post up for Tuesdays because I'm trying to figure out a topic to talk about for Tuesdays from you guys. So I usually wait until I come across one myself, or I'll just show up on the show, giving you guys that link to tap in with the topic and talk live with me. So that's kind of what we do on Talk About It Tuesdays. That's been how it's been, but it's kind of been just one of those things where I kind of want to get you, I want to get more of a solid setting for the Talk About It Tuesdays, because Talk About It Tuesdays is a really important topic segment of the show for me every week, where we get to talk about very enlightening things, informative things, and I want to hear what you feel would be good information for you to absorb, and especially if I can provide that, that would be even better. You know what I mean? Less of a chance that you would travel off or go somewhere else. I'm very much in tune with what my followers are wanting to hear, what either of you guys that are here tuning in with the Peasy Show are wanting to talk about. Um, One of the biggest things I started doing too is now that I have a new, a more connectable device, hopefully for the time being, a little bit longer. I'm actually going to start making more reminder posts on TikTok. So if you guys are seeing the calendar post or the lineup, the weekly lineup post over there on TikTok, on my TikTok page, Mr. J Guns, you go check out the show here. I'm also doing it on my Twitter page as well. So check out each of those pages, Mr. J Guns, on Twitter and on TikTok, and you'll check in with the post about where and what we're doing. You also almost always get a representation of where the show is. So all you gotta do is type in the Peasy Show, and you can type it in on Facebook, YouTube, or here I Instagram or Twitch. So you know what I mean. All of these different places give you the information. You just have to go search for it, and you'll find. YouTube especially. Ugh, good God, man. Like I said, I had a really strangely long week last week, but in the rush of everything that's been going on, I just, like I said, been trying to get all of my ducks in a row, corner, you know, keeping the flux of things that I have been working towards completion in motion, so that every step moving forward is another step towards that success that I'm accomplishing right now. You know, I also got told, which is a big motivator for me. My blood sugar numbers, since they've been jumping and jumping and going ridiculously high for no damn reason, I have to cut out certain things. I had no idea that the trail mixes I was eating were consistent in the culpritine to my blood sugar numbers being so high. I'm food illiterate, so not saying that I don't have food, but I'm food illiterate to the point where I don't know what's good for me, and I don't know what could hurt me, even though it is good to eat. You feel me? So in a sense, I'm very much into that phase of life right now where I'm looking for more healthier choices to take in, and I'm constantly fluctuating with that because it's hard for me to switch to something that I'm not used to. I have to adapt to in order to feel better about my health or better about the things that I am engaged in as far as my dietary needs. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, it's a different stage. It's a different phase in life, man. And I feel like I'm really starting to reach almost a golden type era, you know what I mean, for myself because um it's just one of those things where, I know myself, hell, if hip hop is 50 years old this year, I'm I'm 39. I'm about to be 39 this year. I'm practically damn near, you know what I mean, 20 years behind, behind hip hop success. But I had time to watch all of that build. I had time to watch and I sat back and looked at all of those classics. Now, I ain't gonna say I watched every last one of the artists in the 70s, 80s, and 90s that made their mark in hip hop at that point. You know what I mean? But I will say this: when hip hop was in a place where everybody was starting to take notice, I had already been on that boat. So it wasn't just that; it was a childhood connection, something that really just connected with me from a deeper sense. You know what I'm saying? And I've been a fan ever since. I've been a fan of hip hop and just music in general, really good music because music is a delicacy that when you hear it, when you put it in your ears, you'll never understand how beautiful the sound of something can be until you take in every detail of the song and how its composure affects the soul because each note speaks a word of truth. Each word in the sense of how it's spoken or how it's enunciated or delivered in that song can impact the very core of your soul in a way that I've never seen anything else do. It's more like, the amazing sight of a child, of a child who's happy and, content with just playing with her fingers. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody just finally discovering something amazing for the first time. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a whole vibe. But while I'm in here and I'm on this time, you know what I mean, I do want to give a shout out to one of my peoples in the background, Slick Rob. Birthday today, man. Shout out to you, boy. Take your head out the clouds of intoxication and enjoy the essence of life that you are looking at right now, man. You got a nice, beautiful thing going, and just keep your head up and keep doing what you got to do to provide and be that grown parent time man that you are. Appreciate you for being you, and I say that because I don't really get to say much about this individual very much. So I mean, shouting him out to me on the show just gives me a better perspective on the things that I feel like I know he's capable of doing, and he has been showing that he is capable of doing. So I'm glad to see he's improving as well. Shout out also to one of my other homeboys, Corey. His birthday was yesterday. I talked to him over the phone. I just wanted to show these guys some love. These two individuals I know personally, and I feel like I've seen huge impact between both of them in just this year. So, I mean, to be honest, I'm proud to say, I'm proud to see what has transpired from the new year this year from these two particulars. You know what I'm saying? So in that time and in time of celebrating their birthday, I'm proud to say that these two people really shed a light of encouragement on all of us, including myself. So you know what I mean? Um, but yeah, man, like for real, like we got a lot of things that we're looking at putting together. Like I said to you guys, man, we still got the pre-orders out right now for Apple's Sunset in the Summer album, which is set to be released on the 19th this month. So y'all check that out. It's coming. Got about 7 more days. Get through this week, and y'all see it. Y'all shall have it. Um, I'm looking towards seeing some other stuff take place as well. I'm trying to get that done, but right now it's just seeming like it's gonna be a bit of a challenge to get all of it going. So I'm kind of gonna just look at how to establish something that will work. I would say um, it'll take some time. Oh, snapsies. I apologize. But yeah, like I said, I've just been really, really burnt. I've been burning myself out pretty much just moving around doing all this stuff that I do through my day to days, week in, week out. So I'm just kind of like pushing. And, my show is me. My show is something I love to do with you guys because it gives me something that, you know, I don't get with anywhere else. You know what I mean? I get to chop it up with you guys. DJ SKN, what's going on, brother? I see you chopping in on the tech end. But yeah, man, I don't get to do that with most of the people. I don't get to do that with, any place else. I don't get to meet people that are, in Nigeria or, over in the Midwest or in the West Coast, doing their thing and, looking to check in with your boy, man. Like it just is what it is. I feel like this was a way to get you guys connected with the things that I love doing and see if there's a way that I can connect that and add that in this show with things that you are doing. Because I love to get in tune with all of you guys. I get talking with you guys. I get to chopping it up with different subjects about things that really matter, not just to the typical artist, to the typical listener of an artist, but to everyday people living life and trying to understand it all. You know what I'm saying? Because we all go through some shit where it just makes you say, what the fuck was that? And just how is it that this is normal to you, but I'm thinking that you motherfuckers is crazy, right? See what I'm saying? So I feel like at this point right now, I'm putting myself in a position where I want to be the voice of truth and honesty at this point because it seems like this is far beyond the word of loss. You know what I mean? The word lost doesn't even compare to how screwed this whole situation looks from the outside in. And I'm the person who can't see a goddamn thing, but I'm seeing how redundantly sickening this whole thing is looking. And it's almost as if, you know, it's only a few of us really paying attention to the truth of it. So, but you know what it is, man. I just love talking with you guys, though. I just love getting it in, telling y'all what's really going on, bro. Because we got a lot of things in our life, and that's just being truthful. You know what I mean? I'm here to shoot that. I'm here to shoot that message. That's really what it is. I'm here to give you guys messages that I feel would produce life and understanding to life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and real shit. The more you know, from what I was always told, the better off you are. You know, the less likely you'll be to fall to something stupid when you know better. And when you know about things that you wouldn't even think you should, or what they don't want you to think you should know. You know what I mean? Because I can guarantee you, for everything you don't know, there's about 5 or 10 people out here that are banking on you not knowing it, so that they can profit off of it. Feel me? It just is what it is, man. And it's sad, but it's the truth. And it's that dog eat dog culture that we've embraced in this country that we live in called America that does us like that. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying, we got a individual someone to blame. We got to start blaming the people that we put in control. You know what I'm saying? It may seem like an impossible task to make a change, but it's always something that progress, they said, isn't easy, and it's not something that happens overnight. But with being steadfast and continuing to push into the right direction, no matter where we are in life, I can almost guarantee you progress will always push through. What we need to know is, you know, do we have the Rosa Parks and Marcus Garvey's and Martin Luther's and Malcolm's in our culture, in our cultural people now. You know what I'm saying? Because these people right now, those particular impressionable people right now really know how to continue to fuel, you know what I'm saying? Continue to fuel the people that are behind them, waiting for that truth, waiting for that message of hope to continue on and keep moving and keep trying to move the goal, just trying to keep moving on to the goal. Um, I feel like we live in a world where too many times we fall victim to the miseducations of life and shit. You know what I'm saying? So many things that our own country hid from our from people in order to keep a certain indoctrination in enlisted in this country's lifestyle so that no one would question what was going on or what has been going on and what has simply been modified to look as if it is the everyday norm. You know, I don't understand how it is simply that easy for people to not pay attention to, like, just the fact that we got shitted on that debt ceiling bill that came through. And you do realize that shit got passed real quick. But you know, we what they say is when you don't know, it shows. And the reason why I say that is because mainly when you look at the fact that not many people realized that that was happening. Not many people knew what was going on because we don't take the time to read all the bills, all the things going on in the bills that they're passing in laws and they're passing in the House and the Senate. But we're out here arguing and screaming at these damn representatives to do this and do that. We need to start actually paying attention to what we're telling them to do and let it be known that if we don't know, we need to know because apparently it's important. And I feel like now is the time, and we've come to this point in our history and in our futures, in our present day, where I think the people now are starting to realize, man, we got to be smarter if we want to get a better start on a better progression on our life. We want to see things in a better format on our life. And I'm telling you, it's the only way now that we're gonna actually have, you know what I mean, any kind of, you know what I mean, revolutionary change. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we can hear these people come up to the podium and spit on the soapbox and tell you how much this is hurt and this is terrible and all this other stuff and say all the good stuff they think they can do for you while they keep stuffing money in their pockets from behind your back from other people that are paying them to do the opposite. And it's sad because we can't seem to get past some of these people because they end up being the forerunners of establishments that leave us with no choice because it's like you got to realize that everything has a process. And I've said that a million times. I've said that shit a million times. I feel like if I haven't said it enough. Um, Real talk, everything is a process. Everything is a process. Everything is a process, man. Like I'm saying this now because I realized that. I was listening to shout out to Roland Martin for giving me the insight on this. I didn't understand that in order for a party to be given a position in the polls, to even be a fucking ballot vote, when you go to the polls to vote, it has to be something that is it has to be a party that is recognized in at least all 50, in at least the 50 states in this country. It has to be at least recognized as a party. But if it's only recognized as a party in, you know, 3 states, 16, 12, it's not really considered a party. So it's not like you were gonna see that on the ballot measures when it comes to like the general elections when we look for our presidents, senators, and all these other new characters that we probably would never see after this fucking ballot goes down in the damn tank hole for them to select it and qualify it as a vote. But me personally, I mean, like that's the other part of it. Like, how do you know? How do you know? Like, hell, I got a letter. Nothing beats getting something from a politician or a candidate that's running for an elected seat, or even just a court seat, a seat on the criminal just on the judicial systems in the judicial system. These are important, but they come at such a minuscule time and a minute time that you don't really consider looking at the idea of who this person could be, what their ideology is suggesting they lean towards, and mainly just, are they going to be the kind of person that supports a person like you, the person that needs people to consider the little guys, or the people who are considered consumer of this world, of this country. The quality of life, is your quality of life under consideration when these people take office and have control over these things that dictate your life? So, I mean, I look at that. I look at all of these things, and that's why I get so caught up in myself trying to find the answers. And I understand it's not always a good thing to be digging into the news and all that other stuff, but I want to let you guys know I honestly feel a lot better knowing what I have learned, or what has come to my knowledge from the knowledge that I've gained in these interims of listening to the news, than anything. And it's honestly just something that I feel like any if you really want to look at the fact that you are someone in this world who, you live in a country, wherever that country is controlled by someone who looks over every aspect of what the country um, offers and what you can offer to the country, right? Like, at the end of the day, it's already well established what you do as an individual. You are a person. You pay, if you live in America, you pay taxes regardless of what you're doing. You're paying taxes. And if you're working, most likely you're working and paying taxes too. So, even if you're not working, you're paying taxes, because don't let it fool you. Anything you buy in a goddamn store is sure getting taxed from it. So, just saying. Speaking from my honest opinion, I honestly just want to just let y'all know, like, it's something of a thing that I feel like a lot of people don't really pay attention to, but I feel like more people should, when it comes to why sometimes we miss the ball, because it's like not many people are watching what's going on, because and this is how these things are happening. This is how we're seeing, you know, um, people like Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, making crazy, ridiculous cultural race war based policies in the state to reflect discrimination against people who are trying to have a piece of life that wasn't given to them through the Constitution. And that's sad, because it's the truth. It's really honest. It's really honest speaking. People like myself, the average Hispanic man, or a person of another nationality outside of this country, is not considered into the stipulations of the Constitution as you would consider the average white man or white woman. And even the white woman, at this point, when you look at the Constitution and how it is still framed, even through the 19th Amendment, that women don't have that kind of right. It's just there. If you're still seeing that the average black man in America is still considered three fifths of a human, three fifths of a person, when we're talking about in the Constitution saying this. And this is something that a lot of people, not just white people, black people stand on too. So we really got to get we got to get a clamp on that. I do feel like we do.
Here's a reminder. 5 minutes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And thanks for so much thanks. Live stream now with live chat. Have you heard of hyper?
But yeah, man, I really think that that's something that we should really start focusing more on. Definitely want to give you guys information on more things we're going to start doing here on the show. It's going to take some time to get a lot of this stuff put together. You guys keep getting in touch with me in the Discord server, letting me know if you're interested in some of these things and what they are. Yeah, man, because I'm gonna try to branch out with all of you guys to see what y'all want to do. I may even dip into the Discord server later on too. I don't know. It just depends on how I'm feeling and how things are looking. I really think that, you know, a lot of us, you know, have to actually start considering what's going on in the world of our elected government. Because there's just too many of these some bitches out here shitting on us in ways that we would never believe and as long as we keep playing blindfold to the government and the politics that they playing, we're always going to keep losing. You know what I mean? It's just me speaking from the truth. But yeah, man, talk with us tomorrow. We're going to try to top it up with a topic. Hopefully you guys drop one in the chat room of the channel. Talk about it Tuesday topics channel. Hit me up and let me know what suggestions you may have. You can hit me in the DMs as well. We'll get something going hopefully tomorrow morning. Peace and love to you guys. We're going to do this shit like this. Hey, let's go. Come on. Yeah. You know what time it is. Yay. It's on. Hey, let's go. Hey. Hey, we got the welcome to my room line Monday to Saturday. Hey, let's go, let's get it. Come on, let's get it. Ha 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 ha. Let's get it, let's go. But I like Saturdays, remind me of the most hype days. You know, I need to cross the day, but you only got 30 minutes on the screen. So once you come through for me, you can be a part of me in the DCT. I call my PPP. On the planet scene. Once you come through for me, you can be a part of me in the DCT. I call my PPP. On the planet scene. Talking about it, I want them talking about it. Tell them all around, tell you let them talk about it. Talking about it, I want to talk about it. I'ma tell them all around, tell you let them talk about it. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV, and IG. Hey. Yeah. It's online. Hey, hey, yeah. Hey, don't y'all forget, man, check us out on Air It Out Radio on IG tonight. Mr. J Guns Official will be submitting his new song that will be dropping with the album
Y'all tap in, man. It's going down. Hope you guys are in there because we going in there. You already know. Peace. Thank you.
Can't wait to the open mic. Got a cypher on Saturday, do it like a holiday. Ain't nobody messing with the beat, shows we come back like a payday every weekly. So grab your camera phones, right? Kick out your shoes and grab yourself some popcorn, baby. Monday to Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, baby. Grab your camera phones. Y'all tap in, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Better know that we live. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all for being a part of what we do, man. It's just it. It's peasy. All right. Yeah, man. That's where we at, bros. That's where we at, folks.
Home button.
And again, as I say to you, I appreciate all of you guys for being a part of what we do. I'll be careful with this bad boy being weird again. That's what happens when we about to end. So like I said, man, I appreciate y'all for being a part of what we got going on here. The PZ Show is always here for our peoples, the Pee Weebles. Tune in with us tomorrow for Talk About It Tuesday as we look around, we digging down for a topic to talk about. Hit us up in the Discord server tonight to see what you got. I want to know what you're talking about. All right? The Peasy Show is out. We out of here.
No next default. End the broadcast. Dialogue. End the broadcast. Heading 2. Double tap to activate. Close modal. Button. End the broadcast. End broadcast.
Peace.